What if I told you that in your very first month, you could double your savings, stack free products, and get to the coveted director rank in record time? That's what this Smart Start program is all about. My name is Alan Blaine, and over the next few minutes, my goal is to explain the Smart Start program to you so that you can make an educated and informed decision about the best way for you to get started in your NeoLife business. So let's get started, shall we? All right. So the Smart Start is like a golden ticket, but only for your very first month. You either grab it or it vanishes. Sure, you can start with the $75 basic option. That's no problem at all. But let's talk about that for just a moment. Have you ever regretted missing out on a great deal? I know I have. That's why I want to show you why skipping this is like saying no to free money, free products, and a faster path to your goal. Now, in saying that, I also want you to know that there is absolutely zero pressure to invest anything more than the basic $75 option. But personally, I hate missing out on things I knew nothing about. So I want to lay this out for you, the Smart Start program, since this is the only shot you have to experience this kind of savings and benefits that has the potential to really impact the speed at which you build. And again, there's no pressure. But here are your options. You have three. There's the Smart Start 250, 500, and 1000. And we'll start first with the Smart Start 250. So in the Smart Start 250, you place a single order of 250 points or PV within your first full month. That's the month you enroll plus the next month would be your first full month within that time period. And if you do, you will not only, and in all three options, you're going to always save your 20, you're always going to get your 25% promoter discount. But in addition to that 25% promoter discount, you're going to get an additional 3% discount with the Smart Start 250. You're also going to get 50 PV of free product. That's approximately $135 of free product just thrown in. And I say approximate because it varies. The different free products will vary from time to time. So it's approximate. But yes, so that's the Smart Start 250. Now, there's an even better option. There's the Smart Start 500. So we'll take a look at that one. With the Smart Start 500, you place a single order of 500 points in your first full month. And not only are you going to get always your 25% discount, but not just a 3% discount like the Smart Start 250 on top of your 25, but an extra 5% on top of your 25 and 100 PV of free product. That's about $275 or $270, excuse me, a free product just thrown in by NeoLife. And it gets even better than that. Now let's talk about the Smart Start 1000. This is the crown jewel of the Smart Start program. You don't just save with an additional 10% discount, which is on top again of the 25 for a total of 35% discount. You walk away with over $365 in free product, 150 PV. You get free shipping and a $299 ticket to our annual Impact Summit, where leaders are literally built in a single weekend. At regular price for all of this, including your 1,000-point order, that's well over $3,000 worth of value for just $1,500 to $1,600. But remember, you only get this once. Miss it, and you will never see this stack again. Why? It's a Smart Start. Larger discounts, free product, and in the case of the Smart Start 1000, a free $299 ticket to Impact Summit, right? You might be wondering, why would I need so much product? Am I supposed to stack up boxes in my garage and sell it out of my house? Not at all. The real value is this. You replace what you're already buying anyway. You start buying from your own store instead of somebody else's store. We have a lot more than just amazing nutritional products. 3, you actually get healthier. You know, they say health is true wealth, and I believe that with all my heart. 4, you can speak from experience instead of sounding like a brochure. It's hard to speak about products that you have never experienced, right? And trust me, when people ask me, Alan, how does this taste? How does this work? I don't point at what I've heard. I refer to my own experience. That's credibility you just can't fake, and you're going to want that. And 5, you're going to lead by example. The speed of the leader determines the speed of the pack. And I will talk more about that here in a moment. But first, some questions. How do you place your Smart Start order? The Smart Start qualifying orders must be placed at the time of enrollment, or the day you become a promoter, or any time within your first full month. I touched on that earlier. That's the month you enroll in plus the next month. It has to be a single order of at least 250, 500, or 1,000 points or PV. Can I have more than one Smart Start order? We get asked this a lot. It's such a great deal. People want to do it more than once. No, the Smart Start free products and discounts will only apply to your first single order that hits 250 PV or more within your first full month. What's the cost of each of the Smart Start options? It's going to vary based on which products you select in your to make up 250, 500, or 1,000 points, because each product is going to have a slight variation. But if you go with our recommendations, the 250 is $417, the 500 is $800, and the 1,000, the Smart Start 1,000, is $1,567. These are all plus tax, by the way. Okay. But again, you can choose any products you want. Which of NeoLife's 50 countries is the Smart Start available in? It is only at this time, as of January 2026, as I'm recording this video, it's only available in the US, Canada, and all of Europe. Can I choose the products in my single order, or are they pre-selected? Great news, they're not pre-selected. You get to choose any products you would like in your Smart Start order. And to make it easy, we've created recommended orders, as I mentioned, of 250, 500, and 1,000. Now I'll show you here where they are, what they are. So the Smart Start 250, this is it. If I zoom in on the top half of the page, you can see what the recommended order is. Now, this recommended order here is if you're a single person. Now, if you're a couple, we'd recommend 2 of these Core 3 solutions, and that will be 250 points. All right, we love all these other products too, but if you're having to prioritize to get to 250, there you go. This is the bottom half of the page, just showing some of the details with the 250. If you ever want to pause, come back and pause the video and take a look at that. This is the 500. I'll zoom in on the top half. Those are the recommended products we have to get you to 500 points. And it's a good sampling of a variety of some of the more popular products in different categories, and some great ones for sampling as well. Again, there's the details of the cost and the savings and the benefits and the details down below if you want to look at that later. And then we've got the Smart Start 1,000. That is I'll zoom in on the top half here so you can see those are the products we'd recommend to get you to 1,000 or more PV for the Smart Start 1,000. Again, all of these can be edited, modified. You can order whatever you want. You're not locked into anything. We made these just to try to help make some suggestions and recommendations of some of the most popular and effective and products that can be sampled as well. All right, some of the details at the bottom of that page. By the way, all 3 of these documents, these pages I just showed you, can be found in our Impact Nation Boards app under Business Resources and then Smart Start. All right, so that's where you find all of this, as well as in our Impact Nation app and our Impact Nation website. And the website address is there at the top. Now, when you are on the website, you would or the app, you'd go to discussion. You'd then click on the other links there on the left, and then they're right there. There's also this video. You're watching this video, but you can share this video with your future new promoters or would-be promoters, and it can be found at smartstartexplained.com. Right here is the website link for the video you're watching right now. I would have given anything if they had had this Smart Start program when I got started. I can tell you which one I would have chose. Smart Start 1,000 all the way. How you start matters. What you model, your team will multiply. When you launch your new promoters in the future and they see these 3 Smart Start options, they will ask you, which one did you start with? Do you want to say the $75 option? Or do you want to say, look, I was serious about this. I saw the opportunity. I knew it was real. I wanted to get started with the largest and the best pack, not only for all the perks, benefits, and savings, but because I knew that if I had the products in front of me, I knew that if I made a little more significant investment, had a little more skin in the game, I would take this more serious. And I would treat this business with the respect that it deserves. And I went all in. And that's why I'm winning. I want to remind you that this is your one chance to lock in Smart Start. Don't just start a business when you can launch a business. Pick your pack today and let's build your director story together. Remember, the speed of the leader determines the speed of the pack. And I'll close with just a quick example here. In your very first month, if you were to start with a Smart Start 1000 and help 3 other promoters who join you do the same, all right, you would hit director in your very first month. That's not theory, that's math. And here's what this means. Instead of inching along a few dollars at a time in commissions, the average director in NeoLife North America earns over $1,700 a month. That's real money that pays real mortgages, wipes out car payments, or funds a dream vacation. That's the Smart Start Accelerator effect. And that would be just month 1 in the scenario. In month 2, if all 3 of your new promoters did what you did and found 3 who each got started with the Smart Start 1000, as an example, you would have you would have 9,400 PV in your second month. That's significant. And in month 3, if all 3 of their new promoters did what they did and found 3 who each got started with the Smart Start 1000, you would have 28,300 PV in your second month. That's over $500,000 a year business. If it even flatlined at 28,300 PV per month for 12 months. That's an incredible business. And this is just for modeling purposes to show you the power of the Smart Start program. All right. So in closing, here are your 4 options. The basic $75 option on the left, where you're getting the 25% discount off your products. The Smart Start 250, where you're getting an additional 3% plus 50 PV in free product. That's about $135 in free product. The Smart Start 500, where you're obviously getting your 25% like all of them, plus 5% discount and 100 PV of free product. That's approximately $270 of free product. And then your Smart Start 1000, an additional 10% and 150 free PV of free product. That's $365 of free product approximately, and a $299 free ticket to Impact Summit. That's the details of the Smart Start program, which really is building smart. It's a way to build fast. And again, I just want to remind you, the speed of the leader determines the speed of the pack. Choose wisely. Choose the option that's best for you and your family. And we'll look forward to having you join our team real soon. My name is Alan Blaine. Make it a great day. Goodbye and God bless.